In Japan, a survey earlier this year by the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications showed that some schools chose not to recognize cases of bullying, but saw them as mere squabbles between students. Our Northeast Asia correspondent Wei Du was in Japan to find out more, and here's her report.
Japanese children are famously well-behaved, with the idea of social harmony drilled into them from a young age. Their good manners never cease to amaze. Few would expect rampant bullying among them, but according to a 3-year study by the Education Ministry, only a quarter of Japanese school children haven't been bullied, and even fewer haven't done it to others. Most of the time it isn't severe, but victims have sometimes tried to take their own lives. Toa Morita was a national karate champion, but still he was picked on. After getting kicked out of a chat group for a school football club, things went downhill fast.
お前は嫌われてるとか、なんだっけな。死ねとか、そういうこと言われて。
Toa's mother says it was sheer luck that she woke up at the middle of the night to find her son lying in a pool of blood.
いつでもこう危機感がある状態なので、もう私の目の前にあの子がいる時しか安心はできないです。
She's been trying to hold the school accountable, but after a year and a half, still to no avail. Bullying in Japan is rarely physical, but that doesn't make it any easier on the victims. The teasing and isolation can be relentless and often involving the entire class, sometimes led by the teacher. Mikamori's son Keisuke hanged himself at 13 after a popular teacher singled him out in class and called him a bad strawberry, the local equivalent of a bad apple. From there, Mrs. Mori said the classmates piled on, eventually cornering the boy into the bathroom and pulling his trousers off.
先生に対しては怒りはもちろんあります。許せない気持ちです。
Mitsuru Taki, a researcher in the Ministry of Education, says most teachers in Japan don't encourage bullying, but the deep-rooted conformist culture means they often don't see what's going wrong.
日本の学校で強調されてる、例えばさっきも言われた協調性だとか和だとか規律だとかというようなものをもし乱すような生徒がいた場合に。 先生だけではなくって周りの子供もあるいは周りの子供の親もやっぱり迷惑だなと。
Advocates for bullied children say teachers can be counterproductive in another way. They often blame the victim.
いじめられる側が弱いとか、いじめられる側の子をもっと強くしましょうといった間違った研修、被害者責任論が存在しているうちには、この問題の解決糸口は見つからないと思います。
20 years after her daughter took her own life, Midori Komori says she's still waiting for the school system to recognize it's the bullies who need to change how they behave. But Mr. Taki from the Education Ministry says since bullies and the bullied often switch roles, blaming individuals, no matter which side they're on, is no solution. He says teachers need to create a more generous classroom environment so Japanese children can learn that it's okay to be different. Wei Du, Channel News Asia, Kawaguchi, Japan.